All right, guys. So good evening. So today, 20th of February, 2021. So I'll be sharing my analysis for the new week. In my first part of the video, which I uploaded earlier on my YouTube channel. So I did a review on analysis which I dropped last week and 2 weeks ago, and we really see how the outcome on what happened on those pairs. So for this new week, I'll be sharing my analysis and showing you what I'm expecting on those pairs. So for tonight, so the first pair which I'm going to analyze is AUSD, that is Australian dollar. So I want to say one thing first. Trading, the scale is a very simple stuff which anyone that is good at it can teach you. You even have all the stores online which you can practice, which you can even learn on your own. But the most difficult aspect of it is the emotion aspect and the personality, getting to know the kind of person you are, and your risk appetite. Because I'll tell you, if you don't have self-discipline and you don't apply proper and good risk management, you just realize that you blow your account. It doesn't matter the amount you start trading with, even with big account, it can turn to small account in just few minutes. Yes, few minutes or few days if you don't manage your risk well. Yeah. All right, so I'm a swing trader, so I do my top down analysis from monthly to daily time frame. I like to hold trades for days. That is me, because I have other things I'm doing. I just don't want to sit and stick just to the chart all day. No, 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 no. What we all want is to have money, to make money, and to also have the freedom to use your time for other things. So I don't want to be enslaved by the forex market, or to be enslaved by just sitting down on the chart all day. All right, so let's go on down straight to business. So this is the monthly time frame for AUSD, and you can see this was, so I only start from the beginning of the price. Like, I do my top down, I start from the past price and analyze all the way down to the present, because the past also determines the present. So we can see that this was the last high in the past. So this point is very, very, very important. This point is very, very important. Let's zoom in to make sure we draw it at the exact point. All right, good. So we can see it is almost at the same point with the resistance here. So but I will stick to this for this past sake. It's very, very important. So that was a resistance at one point. So now let's see what happens next after this uptrend got broken. You can see we had a big downtrend all the way to this point. So price moved all the way down here. All right, good. So I'll change the color to red. All right, so we can see that I have a resistance and support, so if you check it on the bigger picture, so we can see price has been ranging within this zone, has been playing out within this zone. So it's very important. You can see after price tested this support zone, you can see price came all the way back to the resistance, got broken, but later was rejected. You can see try to move high to create new highs and lows, but we have price reverse all the way back into this zone. I retested the support once again, and now we can see price pushing up. So it is very clear to us, even vivid, very clear to everyone, even a new trader that understands the support and resistance, that price will eventually come all the way up here, and before we know what's next is going to happen, either price will break this resistance, or price will be rejected and we have a bearish trend all over again. So now we can see that for position traders, they're already in this trade and are already making big profit. So as a position trader, I'm just saying, for position traders, this will be a bad time to enter the Australian US dollar, because they trade mostly with weekly and monthly time frame. So this will be a bad time to enter the market, because it's almost near the previous stronger resistance level. It's already close to that point. So there will be no point entering this trade to take the long, to take the buy. It is not good. That is not a good risk management. That is for a position trader. So now we have to come down to a level. Let's come down to, if I'm a swing trader or a day trader or a scalper. So now I'm going to change the time frame to weekly time frame to see if we have opportunities to enter the market. All right. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to use here is make use of the trend line. It's very important to know how to use the trend line. We can see this is our first touch and this is our second touch. Good. Let me indicate those points for us. It's very important. You note them. That is our first touch. The next point is here, and we can see we have a new point here also. So let me draw this out. So that means for swing traders, this market gave us another opportunity to enter the long at this point, to long AUSD because it touches the trend line. So right now the uptrend is still valid, so there's high tendency price will eventually come up here. So but don't forget, if you are taking this trade right now on AUSD, AU Australian US dollar, I don't know what will happen because market is currently closed, so I don't know if there'll be a gap. So but if price should open at this point, this is the proper place to put a stop loss just below the support zone, this structure level, and see what you are targeting. I want to show you. Okay, do you see now that your risk to reward ratio is very bad? It is not even up to 1:1. So this is not a good trade to take. So even though I've analyzed that no pair, the pair can actually get to this point, so this doesn't show me as a good trade to take. So I would rather wait for a breakout from this trend line, then I short the pair. So let's go on daily time frame to see what is happening. Okay, so we actually see a retest here, and we can see price retesting once more again here. So for scalpers or day traders, so the stop loss can be shifted all the way up here. Okay, because we have another support here, another retest on the trend line here, so it can be shifted up to this point, and the target is here. So this is almost 1:2. So almost 1:2. So it is still a fair trade to take, but don't forget, this is not a good entry point. The best entry point is at the trend line. So for me to take this trade, before I can take this trade, I have to wait for price to retest the trend line, then I can look for opportunity to long AUSD. But that is for those who are looking for opportunity to long the pair AUSD. So but best advice I'm going to give on this pair is for us to wait for a retest and you buy, or you wait for a breakout wait for price to eventually get up to this resistance points, because it's just few pips. Let me calculate the number of pips left. It's quite a lot, around 300 pips, around 300 pips. So, or if you be more patient like me, just wait for price to continue to finish the trend, and you wait for the breakout either up or down, and you are very sure that you have a larger area to cover that you are going to take profit on. So that's why you have to be patient. Trading involves patience. You have to make sure that you protect your capital in every way. You just don't enter that trade without a good reason. Don't enter the trade without a good reason. You can say this is 4-hour time frame. You can say price has moved a lot. Price has moved a lot. So it won't be reasonable entering the market at this point when your stop loss is below here. So you should just probably wait. If we're going to have a retest, then you can enter the market at around this level. If you have a retest around this level and your stop loss below here, so this will still be reasonable enough, because your risk to reward ratio will be very high. So you can see we have like 1:5 risk to reward ratio. So this is still reasonable before you take this kind of trade. So that is for Australian US dollar. So I believe I explained it very clear and very straightforward and very simple. So this is what I'm looking out for this week. So AUD will still be bullish. This new week will be bullish, though we're expecting a little pullback before the bullish trend continues, and it's possible we won't even have the pullback and price keep pushing upwards. Anyway, it happens, I just know price is coming all the way up here. Alright, so another pair I'll be analyzing is USD JPY. Alright, so I already gave a signal on USD JPY last week that the USD dollar is losing strength and bearish this new week. Also, we're already in the trade and already running a few pips. So for those who are not in the trade, so I will advise you just wait if you're going to have a retest before you take the trade, because at this present moment, if you are to take this trade, your stop loss will be around, around 85 pips or 86 pips. So it's not a good risk to reward ratio for me, and you are going for around 200 pips. So that looks like 1:2, but depends on your account size. So before you take any of my signals or any trade, please, your account size is very important. Just know if it aligns with your own risk management, and if your account can really trade this pair, because you can't risk $80 or $8. You can't risk $8 on a $500 account, and you can't risk $8 on a $100 account. That is that is far above 2% of your capital. So I'm still bearish on USD JPY for this new week. So we are shorting it, and we are already shorting it. All right, okay. So CAD JPY. Okay, I think I'll start afresh on CAD JPY. I don't take any trade on this pair for a while now because of fake breakouts. Let's see what's up on CAD JPY. So this is the monthly time frame on CAD JPY. So like I do always, I backtest, go all the way back. You can see this was a support zone, and we can see price respected that level. Yeah, it was respected here, but after this point price failed to retest that point. Price failed to retest that point. So now let's look for our resistance point. So after price retested this point, we can see price moved all the way up here. Okay, so let me change the color. All right, so for resistance, so we can see how price action played out and within this range. This is monthly time frame, don't forget please. So price keep retesting those points. So we can see now after we have a breakout in here, we had a retest and we had a retest once more and price keep pushing down, but price failed to retest this point. So this makes this pair very tricky to trade, because price can either go up here to retest the resistance once again before we now finally have the drop all the way to the support zone here, or price can move back, pull back all the way from this point and start coming down. So that is why we need to be patient, and we don't just enter on assumptions alone. We can't say what will actually happen in the market. We only forecast. So we are not let me say trading gods, like because we understand every technical analysis stuff, or you have one tools, then you can actually say, oh yeah, it's going to sell, it's going to buy. No. So we follow the lead of the market. Though once we forecasted that this is going to happen, that is why we have to manage your risk very well. You try to minimize your loss. I don't care how much you make in the forex market. What I care is how much do you lose back to the market. You have to minimize that. I've seen people make a lot of dollars in the market, and the next few weeks they lost it back to the market. So now let's go on smaller time frame to see what is actually happening. So I'm interested on what is happening in the market from this point. Let me use the vertical line. So after we have the retest here, okay, so I'm interested in what is happening within this range. Okay, so we see that after we have a big drop down here, we have a new support here. We have a new support here, which is important. This point is important. It is important. So that is why I said we have a lot of breakout, fake breakouts on our card JPY. That is why I ignored this pair. So we can see after we had a breakout here, we had a retest. It shows a good sign. Oh, we short the pair and it will start falling. To start falling from here. But you see what happens? Price failed to drop and price went all the way back up. So now we have another resistance at this point. Okay, that was our first pullback. All right, good. So we can see that we have a rectangle in between the resistance and support. So we can see once we have price break into this zone again, it's breaking and respected the support zone. So price has been pushing up. So this shows us that card JPY is bullish and price is eventually coming all the way up here. So if we are going to trade card JPY will be bullish, and it is still going all the way to this resistance. That is let me figure out the point. Yeah, that is 86.791. So let's go on daily time frame to see if we can have opportunity to enter the trade on card JPY. So after the breakout, so since this failed, so we aren't looking for any short opportunity again. We are looking for opportunities to buy all the way up here. So let's go on 4-hour time frame to see if we can draw a trend line. good. So I'm bringing down my trend line. Okay, good. We have the swing high, low. All right. So this is our trend line. So I want to properly guide it all the way up here. Good. So you can see price eventually gave us opportunity to enter the buy once here again. You can see another opportunity here, and you can see how price jumped up. So wow, nice one. So we can see a chart pattern from there. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. Oh, we were able to see it very well. Yeah, good. So on 1 hour time frame, we were able to see it very well. Our price. Okay, let me use this tool. All right. So we see this channel. So now, before I take any trade on card JPY, so there are two opportunities. It is either price moved all the way down here to retest this trend channel or the trend line, then we look for opportunity to long the pair. So if we are longing the pair here, the stop loss will be below the support here, and that is around 21 pips, which is a very good trade. So this is a swing trade. For me, because I'm going to long it all the way up here. I'll keep holding. So it can take days, it can take weeks. You keep holding. This is a good trade to take, and for us not to miss out, because this 20 pips is still nice trade to take. So don't forget, we have our resistance here. There's a resistance here. Don't forget, this structure got broken out. We have liquidity here, so it got cleared out. So there is high probability that price will just retest this point and price will keep shooting up. So that means we have two entry points here. So if you miss, if it doesn't play out here, then this other one is going to play out. So it's better we put our entry here, and our stop loss is just below here. So that is even around 38 pips. So which is still a nice trade to take. This is a 1:8. So CAD JPY is a good trade to take for the week, which will be a long trade. So we are bullish on CAD JPY. So that is all for my free signals for the week. So if you want more signals, you can join my premium class, and I'll show you more signals every week. Thank you. This is Pit Cartel Academy, and I'm Picking. My name is Emmanuel. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also follow me on Venmo. Thank you so much.